Lost in the mix of the depancing on Sunday versus the Colts was that team captain and four-time Pro Bowl linebacker Anthony Barr left the game early with a shoulder injury. Now, if Barr's shoulder injury is actually a collarbone, I understand, and it would be fitting that the season is crushed by 2 tons of irony. Barr walked into a bar. Just great. But we'll have more info on Wednesday when the practice reports come out. We'll see if Barr is actually going to miss some time. Is this significant? Could this cost him a season, etc.? So if the Vikings are without 55 for an extended period of time, who steps in? I think that you already got the answer out there, because I think Sunday was a dress rehearsal for next year, since the Vikings may punt on Barr's massive contract anyway. So versus the Colts, you had Eric Wilson stepping in. Now he that one did make a lot of sense because he is a de facto starter at that weak side linebacker spot. He also has started in place of Anthony Barr when Barr's missed time with injuries over the past 3 years. So he played 67 snaps, which is 92% of the Vikings 73. 73 plays on defense. No wonder he can't get off the field. Wilson, he didn't grade well, but put up 7 tackles, a tackle for loss, broke up a pass, as well as had that tipped interception from Harrison Smith. Now, the drawback on Wilson, he's very mobile, agile, and hostile, but does get washed out in blocking sometimes, just doesn't have that size of an Anthony Barr, but then again, who does at the strong side linebacker spot? So it is a bit of a trade-off thing. Also in the mix was rookie 4th-round pick Troy Dye. Hey, it's nice when one of the 4th-round picks actually gets on the field. Free DJ Wanham and James Lynch. I digress. But Troy Dye, so he logged 21 snaps, but he did go Golston on the bit. 0 tackles, 0 anything. Did give up a catch in coverage for 7 yards, but yeah. Recent waiver claim Ryan Connolly, who came over from the Giants, former Badger, as well as the pride of Eden Prairie. He made a nice special teams tackle. Nailed it. Also did get 1 snap on defense. So I think that could be the plan, both for right now and going forward in the future, because Wilson will absorb the bulk of the snaps. I think Eric Wilson and Eric Kendricks, the Eric and Eric linebacker duo in that nickel, I think works out pretty well. But also working Dye into some clear coverage situations would be smart. And also Connolly, who typically is more of an inside linebacker, I think he could fill in nicely on early downs at that strong side linebacker spot for Barr. Because remember, Connolly, as a rookie last season, started 4 games for the Giants and looked really good before he ended up tearing his ACL. So I think that he could bring a little bit of stoutness to that strong side linebacker spot that Wilson and Dye don't necessarily bring. But so normally, you would think that losing a 4-time Pro Bowler, losing a team captain at linebacker would be a big deal. But frankly, I think it flew under the radar on Sunday, because Barr played like ass week 1 against Green Bay, as did everyone. Barr probably had the worst season of his career last year, including his 2016 coasting season. And so I think that overall, I mean, just the fact that Wilson, Dye, and Connolly, well, mainly Wilson and Dye, didn't fill in like gangbusters for 55. I think that level of play was just like, whatever. And also, it wasn't like the Vikings were the 85 Bears week 1 against Green Bay, or early on against the Colts before Barr got injured as well. So I think it went unnoticed, mainly because everyone else was focused on just that massive ass kicking that's going on. But also, I think a lot of Vikings fans are like, shrug, all right. Team Wilson, Team Dye, that could be the plan going forward. Maybe add a linebacker in the draft next year. You have enough friggin' draft picks. Even though, don't draft an offensive lineman, just draft another linebacker. Probably like 17 more cornerbacks who are probably going to be bad too. Great, wonderful, good time there. But it just is adding up to the excuses column, because Danielle Hunter, best edge rusher in the NFL, that's a big loss. That's big time. And so you understand why the Vikings pass rush is a little bit hindered there. But, I mean, Barr off the field, I mean, the way that Barr played last year and the way that he played early on in the season, is it really that big of a loss? Is it really that big of a step down? Sure. Are you missing some of that leadership? Sure. But, I mean, that's what I got Eric Kendricks out there for, who should be wearing the captain's seat, by the way. But that's an argument for another day. But, again, we'll see what happens. Wednesday, injury reports come out. We'll see if Barr is actually moved up, or maybe they even place him on injured reserve, since you can come back after 3 weeks nowadays anyway. But yeah, that's a big-time deal. You have your best edge rusher on IR. You have a 4-time Pro Bowler team captain. He goes on IR too. You sort of understand why things are the way they are with the Vikings defense right now. But again, we'll see. big time report on Wednesday. But your thoughts? What the Vikings do without Anthony Barr? Let us know in the comment section below. Subscribe for the daily Vikings takes. Want to support that work? Pull some in the Venmo. But until next time, Skull Production Value.